For years, Tori Bates and Bobby Smith have been familiar and beloved faces within the world of reality television. From their sweet courtship on Bringing Up Bates to their life as devoted parents, audiences across the country have grown up with their charm, their shared faith, and their ability to connect with viewers in moments of simple family joy. They have never seemed like typical celebrities, aloof or distant. Instead, Tori and Bobby have always come across as the young couple next door who somehow found themselves in the spotlight, balancing fame with a steady sense of humility and faith. At Bobby's side throughout this remarkable journey has been his wife, Tori Bates Smith. While a star of the show herself, Tori has often chosen a quieter role, focusing on her home and children. A private figure at heart, she has been the steady anchor to Bobby's role as the family's leader, the quiet strength who helped him navigate the sometimes chaotic waters of reality TV fame. Together, they have represented something rare in the entertainment industry, a grounded, loving marriage seemingly untouched by the scandals and distractions that so often plague public figures. But in recent weeks, whispers have begun to emerge. Whispers that, if true, could shake the very foundation of the Smiths' seemingly unbreakable bond. What began as murmurs on social media has grown into a storm of speculation, one centered on a DNA revelation that no one saw coming. And now fans are left asking, could the marriage of one of reality TV's most beloved couples be facing its most difficult test yet? Tori and Bobby's story has always been one worth telling. They met long before they became household names to fans of the Bates family, back when they were simply ambitious young students at college. Bobby, by contrast, was the calm in the storm, a man who valued stability, family, and faith above all else. Their relationship blossomed not in the glittering lights of television studios, but in the quiet spaces of their shared beliefs. Chaperone dates, long conversations, and a deep understanding that grew stronger with time. By the time their life began to truly take off on screen, Bobby was already there, a steady presence who embraced his new family, but never let Tori forget who she really was. When the couple married, fans described their wedding as joyful and deeply personal, the kind of celebration that prioritized love over spectacle. Over the years, they welcomed children and built a family life that seemed, from the outside, idyllic. Bobby often spoke fondly of Tori in show interviews, describing her as not only his partner, but his best friend, the person who grounded him when the demands of fame threatened to overwhelm him. For fans, the Smiths represented something wholesome and reassuring, proof that lasting love was possible even in the cutthroat world of show business. It began quietly, as such things often do. A single comment online, a vague post on a fan gossip site. But soon the whispers grew louder, circling around a shocking claim that a DNA test had revealed something unexpected within the Smith household. At first, the notion seemed absurd. Bobby Smith, the family man, the devoted father, the loyal husband, embroiled in a DNA controversy? It felt unthinkable. And yet, as more supposed sources came forward, the story began to take shape. According to insiders, the test had not been intended for public eyes. It was a private matter, never meant to escape the four walls of their family home. And yet somehow details had begun to leak. The result, if true, raised painful questions. Questions about paternity, about trust, and about the strength of a marriage built on years of devotion. What makes this story all the more extraordinary is the suggestion that Tori herself may have been the driving force behind the test. Unlike many reality stars, Tori has always valued discretion and truth. Those close to her describe her as fiercely practical, a woman unwilling to let rumors or doubts linger in the shadows. Some claim she insisted on the test, not out of malice, but out of a desire to put to rest whispers that had quietly followed the family for years. But if Tori's intention was to find peace, the outcome may have had the opposite effect. Instead of silencing speculation, the leaked information has fueled it. Was the test an act of courage, or a decision that unintentionally cracked the foundation of her marriage? For Bobby, the revelation has reportedly been devastating. Known for his calm personality and steady composure on screen, friends now describe a man caught in a whirlwind of emotions, anger, sadness, confusion, and heartbreak. Bobby has often spoken about how fatherhood changed his life, how raising his children with Tori brought him more joy than any television show could ever come close to. And now that very identity, the foundation of his pride as a father, is under question. To be faced with such doubts, not in private, but under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye, is a burden few could carry easily. As the story gained traction, fans found themselves divided. Some rushed to Bobby's defense, insisting that biology does not define fatherhood, that the love and dedication he has shown his children over the years cannot be erased by a strand of DNA. But others demanded transparency, arguing that public figures like the Smiths owe honesty to the audience who have supported them for years. Social media platforms lit up with debates, theories, and heated arguments, while tabloids dug for information, desperate for statements or even a glimpse of the couple navigating their private pain. Given Tori's upbringing and her family's strong sense of order, many speculate that this controversy could quickly move beyond the gossip sites and be handled firmly within the family. Would questions of their standing in the community arise? Could their carefully crafted image be permanently damaged? Insiders suggest that family meetings are already involved, strategizing about how to best protect the children's privacy while also preparing for the possibility of a more public statement. Tori, who has long been admired for her sweetness and composure, now faces a unique and painful challenge, balancing her roles as wife, mother, and protector of her family's reputation. For now, both Tori and Bobby have chosen silence. No public statements, no social media posts, no interviews. And in that silence, speculation only grows. Some believe a carefully crafted statement is imminent, a chance for the couple to reclaim their narrative and quiet the rumors. But others suspect they may retreat from the public eye altogether, focusing solely on their family in this difficult time. But one thing is certain, their world is watching. Perhaps the most poignant question of all is this: will this crisis ultimately tear Tori and Bobby apart, or will it bring them closer together? History is full of stories where couples crumbled under the weight of scandal, but it is also full of stories where adversity became the crucible that forged a stronger bond. For the Smiths, this may well be the defining moment of their marriage, the test that reveals whether love, loyalty, and shared faith can withstand even the harshest storm. What we know for certain is that this is not just a story about a reality TV family. It is a story about love, identity, trust, and resilience. Bobby Smith has always been more than just a husband on a TV show to his fans. He has been a symbol of steadiness, faith, and decency in an industry too often driven by ego and spectacle. Meanwhile, Tori has represented the quiet strength beside the man, a reminder that a strong family is rarely built alone. Now, as they face one of the greatest challenges of their lives, their story has taken on a deeply human dimension. It is no longer about heartwarming scenes or family gatherings. It is about the raw, messy, beautiful struggle to hold a family together in the face of unimaginable pressure. And perhaps in that struggle, the Smiths will once again show us something rare and worth believing in. Because at the end of the day, whether in the spotlight or in the quiet corners of their home, theirs is a story of love. Tested, shaken, but not yet broken. Question. Now it's over to you. What do you think is really happening behind closed doors at the Smith household? Do you believe the DNA revelation is true, or is this just another example of gossip spiraling out of control? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we bring you the latest updates on this story and more heartfelt stories about the lives behind the headlines.